Well, okay. I think this is on, but excuse me. Welcome everyone to Gunsmoke, my Wild West game. Today on tonight, Rolling Smoke or tonight's Rolling Smoke stream is going to be the completion of Red Slate, which is this little mining town here. First, a couple disclaimers. I'm only going to work on buildings like stores and townhouses. I'm not going to mess with the mines. A little too much work, and I already have a lot of work here to do, so I'm not going to touch that. That's not part of this. But anyway, yeah, I got this much, but I still have to complete the entire town by the time I quit tonight. Otherwise, well, I don't know, get mad at me or something. But yeah, this is a gun store. I worked pretty hard on it. Most of the things in here are placeholders. All the guns in here are placeholders. They're not bad per se, but they're not good. Like, you can see so many things wrong with these. Just not very good models. But they do look okay. They're passable for now. And then we got ammo and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Hello, Polish man. I don't really know any Polish jokes. I never realized how strange your name is. I don't know how to pronounce that. Eric Ranger or something. Yeah, you're pretty cool. Please ignore all weird sounds in the background. I didn't finish my dinner before the stream started. I'm still hungry, so I might be taking a couple bites here and there. Rainer. That makes sense. Let's get down to business. Just trying to make it very small. Oh wow, that really made this lag out. Okay. Actually, I think a bunk will work better. And I'd probably have to make the building a bit bigger. Realistically, yield bars. So do 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 do. And there, duplicate that, move that over like that. I have to look up some references. Unfortunately, the muse of good ideas is not lending her gifts to me. Yeah, I can do that. I always forget, what does SDL even stand for? Duplicate, pull that out, enlarge it just a little bit. Gonna throw it in a darker color, duplicate it, move it over. Actually, we're going to change the material to a just plain wood instead of wood plank. With the red color. Honestly, I think red's one of the best building colors to be making Wild West things with. Like, it's a very beautiful color, especially on builds. And when you get something, say like the red on that, it's very nice, I find. Yeah, I have no idea what STL means. It's 3D printing gobbledygook. I'm not into 3D printing. I mean, I could get into 3D printing, but I'm not very smart and I'm not very good with technology. So, yeah, I have a tendency to use red a lot, especially vibrant reds. They really look nice. It's not the best building, honestly, but I like it. It contrast is beautiful on it. You can get really beautiful interior with red buildings as well. Like you got the red trim, all that stuff. Red brick's pretty cool. And the other sheriff's is red as well. But this is an actual sheriff's building. But I probably should stop using so much red. A little too much of it is will oversaturate things and kind of be boring, but I just think it looks neat. Yeah, this is the main town back here. That's Gunsmoke right there. Up here is where we're working tonight. Red slate. Yeah. Made a couple signs for it. Then you got the red slate mine, and you got ore dumps and stuff like that. Rose supply. I do have a need for 3D printing. I could make cordless hole punchers firearms. But anyway, 3D printing is cool. Like practically, it's not very practical for me to get into it because if I was going to be building guns with it, I couldn't sell them. But if I ever get my FFL when I'm older, I could sell 3D printed firearms or 3D printed parts for firearms. And I could make models of guns that I would want to build myself. But I'm not smart enough for that kind of thing. So it'll have to wait until I'm older and less dumb if that ever happens. Because there's a very real possibility of that not happening. Kind of surprised that one of my friends hasn't arrived yet. But he's probably busy and he's not. He's not supposed. He doesn't. Let's go with nope, not material. With it decided to send me through the floor. Let's go with a drab material for this, I guess. Put up a little divider. Actually, let's rotate this and move it the other way. In the lore, this town, Red Slate here, is a lot smaller than Gunsmoke is, and it has a little less people. But by far, this is the largest mining community in the whole area because it has the largest mine. But Gunsmoke itself does have a mine, but it's got a couple Boroskas, while the Red Slate mine is still pumping out ore. Yeah, over here we have the Gunsmoke mines. They're nothing to scoff at, but they're not as big, and when I'm finished, they're probably not going to have as much ore. Just to give a testament to how good of a mining area Red Slate is. And honestly, I should have put this as one of the options, but because I need to work on this, because there's like 3 buildings here, and this one is rather ugly. These 2 are okay, but like I said, they're kind of ugly. Oh. Yeah, and there's this little corner house here. An apple tree and a broken cart. But the way to these areas is pretty insane as well, because like this is relatively flat, like to Red Slate, but as soon as you go out into the Badlands, it gets pretty crazy out here. Like the roads out here are literally just carved onto these rocks. And you get it back in here, and then it's down through a bunch of valleys and divots and canyons and stuff like that. And then you get to where all the outlaws hang out with their fortified locations and their gun dealers and all that stuff, and their sniping posts like this one up here. But yeah, I think Canyon Camp looks pretty good. It needs a couple more buildings, and some of it needs a little furnishing. Like this tent here needs to be refurnished. A couple more buildings and caves probably need to be built and furnished as well, but that can wait for another stream, another installment of Rolling Smoke Incorporated. Oh yeah, and there's a secret mining entrance actually. If you go in this little barn here, over top the hay, there's a little cave that'll take you up to the lower mining area. It's a handy escape route if there's an outlaw or something and you want to get away. It is impressive, but it's kind of empty. That's one of the issues. Like this isn't even the original map, or it is the original map, but I've redone it so many times and come up with different ideas for things and done all these things. Like there was a whole area, like you can still see bits of it that I didn't fully erase, but there was like a whole area back there this was supposed to be just like flat land, and in the corner there was supposed to be a native encampment. All of this and this used to be gray color, and then I turned it to red because the red looks better. There used to be an entire corner over here I just chopped off because there were so many trees in it that it physically lagged the game. So that was not good. Every single mountain here that you can see, if you can see all those details, I spent hours carving away in editor mode to get these formations. Same with everywhere. Like all this, I built and carved myself. And then out here you have more canyons. They're not as extreme per se, but they're all pretty well pretty well sculpted, I'd say. And then you got some of my favorite stuff's out here with, you got a couple of these bridges, natural stone bridges, and then you get over here into the Outlaw Hideaway, and you have both ways up are just these incredibly steep and treacherous paths carved through the rock up to the little Bandito encampment up here. And then same with the other side. And then you have the canyon below, little rock canyon. And then you got mountains everywhere out here. There's even a little Easter egg up here. This turd looking guy, he's a what are they called? That's what it's called. It's a mythological creature, basically a whale-like creature with hooks in its tail that sits atop of slopes in the mountains, like this, for something to walk below it, at which point it'll pull up its tail, unhooking itself from the side of the mountain, slide down at a ferocious speed, opening its giant gaping mouth, swallow them up, and then using that momentum, it will climb the next mountain range. What is... What? Hello? What are you doing here, house? What? But anyway, going down and using the momentum of the slide and the energy of eating whatever they just slid down and ate, they'll climb to the next mountain range, up to the top, hook their tails in, and do the same. But my model of it is especially ugly, so it needs to be redone. Yeah, the town itself is very far from ever being completed. So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 or 8 buildings that I'm okay with. I honestly think I should redo this stable. It's ugly and it doesn't really look good. I didn't even build this house. This is one I took off the marketplace. I'm pretty sure I built the chicken house, but the chickens I just took from the marketplace as well. Yeah, but I have all these slots is where a house is supposed to go. I have a lot of work to do. And then we have the bank, which is probably my crowning achievement, because at least the downstairs looks nice. Chairs and stuff like that to discuss business, the teller's station. You got an upstairs and a basement. You got the stove downstairs that's used to heat the entire place. You've got the secret outlaw or the secret spot into the bank through the outhouse that was dug by outlaws, and then you got the hole into the bank vault. The bank vault's not complete yet, but you go upstairs and it's kind of dead, but I built this entire thing myself, so it took me a while, and though it's not finished, it looks fantastic. And then we got the saloon, which has been kicking around for almost 2 years now. But yeah, same story with this one. Built it myself. It might need a little bit of refurbishment, but honestly, I just want to keep it because it took me so long to build the thing. And then the barber and tailor. I did this myself. I'm proud of it. It looks nice. It looks really nice. I keep getting distracted. Yay! And we got Cookie's Camp, which is supposed to be like company mine, where they feed all the miners. Pretty proud of this one. It looks nice. And then a bunch of random stores. General store, Grow Supply, which is where you're going to get mining equipment. The saloon and a Red Slate Company headquarters. That'll need a redo, definitely. I'll see you. Good night. Oh, I get distracted all the time. I just like talking about it. Now go get some. Oh yeah, he's in Poland. That's why it's 3 a.m. Okay, that, that, like there. Material. We're gonna want to go planks, color, darker color. Let's change. Um, Material, wood, color. Let's go with the pink. Actually, need something that's actually all these are ugly. Like that. Alone again with myself tonight. What do you mean it's only 2 chilies? This shit burns. I thought I could handle spices. Damn. Yeah, no one's listening, so. Like, man, you Some people and man mud. Woman and mud. Nothing but nothing sweet. One yet, another day older and the deeper intense ain't. Neither don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. It's cold. I was one morning, the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons. I remember Uncle and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you loaded 16 tons. And what do you get? Another day older and a deeper and dead saint. Need don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Um, this is the wrong thing. Okay. Well, no one's listening anyway, but if you don't know what's going on, I'm doing other things. But one of those things is looking at muscle and blood. What was this? Okay, I think I know what I wanted. Actually, let's go bright color. How about that? Yeah, that looks nice. White trim with red is a fantastic combination. Excuse me. Yeah, they said that hot and spicy chili, or that hot and spicy is only 2 peppers out of 6. Sweating over here. Yes, I'm white. How could you tell? Oh, no wonder that doesn't work. It's got to come out a little bit. That's got to go that way a little bit so it's not clipping. Move that over like that. Duplicate. Pop that up. We're going to drop that down. Same with that. So about even. The world. Duplicate. Throw that up. We're going to want this to come across. Like that. Drop that down to about there. There's a little gap. Duplicate. Expand. You know, it's something being by yourself, even though it's supposed to make people show up. Whatever. You know, silence is nice. Also, like, who even cares, honestly? Because I'm nobody. This is nothing. No one's even heard of Gunsmoke. They've only ever heard me talk about it. It doesn't actually exist, really. This is what it is. It's just something in my head. It's fake. It's a fictional world in my head. It's a fictional head. A fictional head in my world? Oh, Hunt Showdown. I've never played Hunt Showdown. Yeah, pop that up there. At this point, actually, we can take that, duplicate it, expand. There. Actually, this window is ugly. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trembling at the vintage where the crates of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful light of his terrible storm. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. I have seen him in of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous lamps. His truth is... I forget the first section. His truth is marching. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Shit. What do we think? I personally think it's absolutely disgusting and horrible. No one's gonna like it, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. These are very small miniature houses meant to be like... They're houses for miners. They need somewhere to sleep. So, rack by the wall, actually. Logically, that makes no sense because if the sheriff's sleeping in here, he's got to keep an eye on the outlaw. That needs to be toned down just a little bit. There's underneath. I'm in the jailhouse now. I'm in the jailhouse now. What was that button? That button shouldn't have been pressed. Okay. Okay. Well, there was 2 new people watching for a second, and then they left. Yeah, that makes sense, though. No one wants to hear me talk. Little cuckoo. Little cuckoo for cuckoo. Is it cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Or is it Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs? Is it cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs? It was me, Igor. I'm in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I'm in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. This nice wood veneer. That color. That. So it might be an ugly little building, but at least this colored wall. Nice. Duplicate. Very small about there. This is supposed to be like wood veneer. Actually, I don't even know if they had wood veneer back then. They might have not had wood veneer. I think that's a recent invention, but they would do this. It's just they couldn't do it as well as we do it today. Okay, we want to drag that about there, but we want it to be. It shouldn't be. Okay, that's an issue. How much is it in line, or is it? It's just slightly there. There, perfect. Perfect. Right, like there. Duplicate. Move that to there. Gonna wanna. That is the wrong thing. Why did you grab that? Move that there, and then take these, duplicate, move it up there, throw it across like that, drag the bottom up. Can't really think of any outrageous lore for this place. I'm in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I can't remember how that song usually goes though. Actually, we should just have this entire thing just be a wall. Toolbox. Because I'm lazy and I don't. Loads. I'm gonna have. That in the corner. So Mr. Sheriff's got someone put his things. Duplicate this once again. Pop it out just a little bit. Throw color to a different. There it is. And we're going to shrink it to about there. Actually, we should put that. Actually, don't know where to put it. Where's his desk gonna be? I don't know where to put his desk. Does he get a desk? Does this town have the budget for a desk? We have no idea. And we wonder why our sheriffs, we have no retention rate for sheriffs. We wonder why. Yeah, that looks nice. So he's got a billboard, and get that, drop that down too. There, duplicate it again. Put up there. How good of a job we want to do with this? Actually, make it a little shorter so it can clip through and not be that big of an issue. I don't really want to have to deal with getting it perfect on the lines because it's nice because it looks nice, but it's really hard to do sometimes. I'll shrink this just a little bit so it's not poking out the edges. Bada bing, bada boom. He's got a nice billboard. We're gonna delete his. No, we're not gonna delete his bet. I don't know what to do. In the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Told him he wants a bike. Stop playing cops and shooting dice. Now he's in the jail. Fish, cheese. Ooh, it's cold. Guys. Do. It would be nice if some people joined and gave me company. On glory I go. Anchor that. Using anchor, we're gonna rotate it like that, and we're gonna shrink it. We're gonna make it a not ugly color like that. We're gonna put it through like that. Good. And we're actually gonna put that to the side. We're gonna delete the bed because the bed is ugly and no one likes it. We're gonna open the toolbox. We're gonna look for one desk, and all these are gonna be modern computer desks. How about the old? Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. This is the same one we have in here. It's not. Okay. Up there. pulling my friends into paying attention. And that didn't work. None of them were coming to see me. But that's fine because honestly, I've canceled a lot of things on them too. So it's not fair for me to get mad at them. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Not once or twice. They quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. What? Why is it so weird like that? Okay. We're going to want to go up with that because that is not. That's probably not even equal there. But honestly, I don't really care. He's going to. No, not that one. That one's bad. We want this because it. Like, it's already got a seat on it, so we don't have to mess with that. I think. Okay. Move this over here, scale it down. I think he'll just sleep on the floor. We don't have the budget. We don't have the budget to be making you feel comfortable. Besides, if you're in here, you probably committed a heinous crime. So you can sleep on the floor. Hey, it's better than being executed. Okay. Let's put that corner there. I gotta take a leak. There's no one even listening. So it's not gonna be too big of a deal when I pop into the other room. Jailhouse now. No one cares. Moral of the story, don't get spicy noodles if you're a pasty white boy and can't handle spice. I told him once or twice to stop shooting cards and playing cards and shooting games. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him. That was not helpful at all. Well, chat, you get to decide what building I should do next. Joke's on you. You don't, because there's no one there. Anyway, what? No, we want actual floor material. And shooting dice. Oh, actually, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna build a stagecoach station. Or something akin to it. Like a repair shop for the ore carts and all that stuff. But first, we gotta go all the way to the Gunsmoke Mine. I don't know where I should put Hiram Holt's house or his business headquarters. It's definitely a difficult locate because I'm stealing that and red slate. It's going to take me a while. Yeah, it's a big map. I'm not sure how I'm going to have the map system. Like, there's a couple different ways I can tackle this. Like, we can go the way of we can, there's a couple different ways it could be done, but one of the one of the ways it would potentially be done is there's three ways I'm thinking of. These are all ideas from other games, like how they did it. I could go the completely like the most interactive, which is going to be Westbound, where you can see yourself and everyone else on the map as dots, or I could go the Fox Americana route, and you can see where things are on the map, but you have no idea where you are, and you can't see anyone else on that map. Which isn't, I don't think it's the best. I think it could be worked upon. And the map itself is rather low quality, though you do get the general gist of it. Or I could go like the Wild Wild West and have a map where I can see where I'm at and all the towns and stuff, but can't see where anyone else is. And that probably is the best one. But not sure. Not sure at all. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm not even talking to anyone. I'm just talking to myself. No, you'll get in my stream. But honestly, this sign is ugly. It should be worked upon, but I'm not sure exactly what to do now. That's what I was going to do. Right. Let's see. No, I need to. Should it be back? Actually, it should be like right. Okay, if I was Hiram Holt and putting an ore card repair shop, I would probably put it like right there or right there. But generate. No, edit. There it is. There we go. That's the nice setting. Sculpt. We're going to want to go with. This is sandstone, right? Yep. I'm just going to bump that up a little bit, and we're going to smooth her on down. So it's not so steep, so it's actually believable that you can get. No, that's still rather. There we go. That's a little better, other than the hole. Okay. Yeah, we can flat. Actually, I should be smoothing this. There we go. Smoothed out. Good. Once or twice, stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Just kind of smooth this out so it looks more natural. Nope, don't want that. Oh, we just put away that. Now we're gonna just build this building back here. Looks like I had to bring out the editor. Boop, there we go. Perfect. Actually, let's go with a dark color. I think I should actually go with the stone. No, good enough. That's diamond plate. They didn't have diamond plate. So let's go with like duplicate. Here, we're going. Actually, hold up. Let me save this. This is what I've put together. Yep, there we go. It's all saved. I don't know how you're supposed to like. I'll figure out my avatar and the thing instead of just showing the blankness that is my taped over camera. Well, let's see here. Hey, we got somebody. Oh, I have no idea who's watching, but hello. Welcome to Insanity. I'm sorry, Insanity got off like 3 steps ago. What? No, don't do that. Um, Hello. The unbound con man. Hello, matey. This is my game. This is what I've devoted unholy amount of hours into, and still have really nothing to show for myself. But I try. Anyway, I'm working on a wagon shed, like a wagon repair station for these ore carts. Not exactly sure how to style it. I'll figure something out. I don't want to go with a different color. I think a dark color is going to work pretty well. Um, Honestly, I just really like dark colors. Vibrant colors, dark colors, they seem out pretty well. Get Mr. Dummy over here so I can understand what I can build things. Get up there. Duplicate. Move over. Oh. Yeah, it's probably not very exciting to watch this, but questions like about this or anything about this world, I'm free to answer them. So I think I'm gonna add windows to this side. They don't add enough windows to buildings. I'm gonna drag the sign up here. Let's actually group it. Let's make it look nice instead of this ugly drab color. Let's change that. Nope. Give me that. No, I don't think that looks good. It doesn't really stand out that well. What do you think of that? What do you think of that color? Chat, what do we think of this color? Is this a nah or is this a keeper? I think I'm gonna change. I actually shouldn't be using red because I've already used red a lot. But blue doesn't really look good for a border color. Neither, not that either. Dark brown doesn't really work. Okay, it's a yay. So we're keeping it, and I really shouldn't be going red because I already used too much red. But oh, they actually have the colors. How about burgundy? Actually, no. The backboard should be burgundy. No, that is horrendous. The backboard should be like a very light. There we go. And then this can be burgundy. That's not burgundy. What color is that? That's burgundy. We slap those guys together. Yeah, I'm bound. You got any questions about anything? Groups. And I'm not sure whether to slap on the building itself or to have this out here somewhere else, have a different sign. Actually, if I put this like on like a billboard thing, that would look nice, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. It's changed. I'll use it in a little bit when I get Gonna want to make the walls a little thicker. I'll put a veneer on the inside, or at least the front, because this is going to be both. I guess this can be the headquarters and the supply station. And honestly, I could put a shed down here with a bunch of. Oh, okay. I forgot I made that there. There's just a whole. And he's left. Okay. It's rather boring anyway, so. Anyway. Okay. Up there. Um. Ooh. Somehow, my internet connection is better than someone else's. Usually, it's the other way around because mine is horrendously poor, absolutely disgustingly awful. But I guess not tonight. Speaking of which, I need to get a move on. It's 10 o'clock. I don't really have anything to do tomorrow. Not till the my parents. I'm not home till like 1. They're like, what the heck are you doing? I told you it'd be a late night. I don't understand having a bunch of tabs. Well, but at the same time, it just irks me. And honestly, I close tabs, even tabs I probably shouldn't close. That's just how I operate. Um, what in the world? Oh, that's why I was creating an auto file. Yeah. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I'm not autistic. I'm just weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. And you stop getting distracted. Actually, get this moving. But anyway, I can give a little context to the whole Halt's ore shipping thing. But basically, there is a rich, well-to-do man by the name of Hiram Halt. He is an entrepreneur. Words aren't wording tonight, but he's a rich businessman. He has his pie in many fingers, and his most successful business is shipping, whether it be ore shipping from the mines or passengers and stagecoaches, and or most of the stage lines through the area. So that's a little context onto what the Holt company is. But he owns and maintains and is very, very active in keeping his whole operation running as smoothly as possible. There's actually a funny anecdotal story about him purchasing a purchasing a minigun. Well, not a minigun, a Gatling gun, like a mounted Gatling gun from the Army, from the fort. He purchased it, or rented out technically, I guess, and put it on the back of one of his stagecoaches. Had it fully loaded because he was dealing with a bunch of robbers out in the canyons. And so, like, he personally manned it. It was like they had figured out when the robbers were striking, and they figured, well, they've done this so far, so we have a good idea that they're going to strike on this run. So they go out there. The robbers stop them, but when the robbers were coming around the side, well, they kind of met their end, pretty grisly end too. 100 rounds of 45-70 government lead cartridges hitting them. Well, they didn't rob any more stagecoaches. Yeah, he's pretty active in his businesses. Of course, that lore might change. I'm still trying to figure out what works best story-wise. So it might change, but that's the gist of it. They don't have any sheet metal, do they? No. Oh, that is. What's this look like? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Actually, no, it should be like that color, and it should be just regular like that, because it's going to have roofing on top of it. Because it's supposed to be like a supply barn, so there's going to be a building on, part of a building on top of that. 45-70 government. That's a 45 caliber lead slug traveling at max 1,200 feet per second, which isn't that fast. But then again, that's a 45 caliber lead slug capable of punching through the shoulder bone of an adult bison. Do you really want that thing hitting out the back of your face for a couple dozen yards? Like, I've honestly thought about having it. So late game players can purchase mounted Gatling guns. Like, they can get them either in tripod form or like on carriages, like little cannon carriages. So it costs like $1,000 for the whole thing, but just imagine the stupid amount of fun you could have with that. Just set it up in some canyon side overlooking like a town or something, and just sight it in. You just it'd be too much fun. But I'm thinking about having 45-70 cartridge in this game, or like a round of that go for about 10 cents. So you better be rich if you're playing with that thing, because otherwise you're going broke. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to get this game as realistic, or not realistic as possible, but like as historically accurate as possible in some ways. And I'm trying to do that with the guns as well. But there's a huge difficulty in like figuring out like what guns to have, what guns to not have, and all this stuff, and calibers, because not every single gun is in one caliber. Like, a Colt 40, a Colt single action army you got a bunch of different cartridges. You got 45 long Colt, you got 4440, 3840. There's a bunch of different cartridges that came out. And technically, since this game takes place in 1879, um, you've got a whole slew of cartridges that the single action army could be chambered in. Same with Smith and Wesson, Smith and Wessons, Merwin and Halberts, a bunch of different guns. And then you get to the larger rifles, like the hunting rifles I'm going to have, like the Sharps, or the Sharps, the Springfield trapdoor rifle, and the rolling block. And you could get them from anything from like, hell, you could probably get them in 4440 if you wanted, but you're looking at something like usually with like a Remington rolling block, you could get them from 4082 or like a 4082 Winchester centerfire. Actually, yeah, Winchester centerfire cartridge, but that doesn't come out till like 1886. But you can get them in 4570, 4590, 4510, 5070, 5090, 5110, 5140. There's a whole slew of large calibers that these rifles were chambered. And it's like, historically, you would be able to buy them in any caliber you wanted, whether it be 4570 or 5090 or 4090 or whatever weird heavy hitting large caliber buffalo gun you want. But in this game, it's just gonna be like you can only get them in 4570 because it'd simply be insanity to have so many options. And I'm not sure how ammunition either for the game. I'm thinking you should have to buy ammunition for every gun, but I'm not sure whether just to have it in different classes. Like pistol ammo is for pistols. There's no difference between them. You can use whatever pistol ammo and what. Or if I want to separate it into like you have to buy a certain ammo. This gun, you have to buy a certain ammo for that gun. Anything like that. I don't know. I have to think about it. But I'm thinking about having the LeMat revolvers in it. Not that many of them, and you can only purchase them from a certain individual. An ex-convict in one of the outlaw camps. But I think it was $12. I think the price is $12. You can buy them, but there's only going to be about 2,500, 2,900 of them purchasable. So after that amount is purchased, they're going out of stock forever because in reality they didn't actually make that many. They only made about 2,900 LeMat revolvers in total. So at least that'll be somewhat historically accurate because honestly, you're not going to be seeing a LeMat revolver in the 1870s. Or most likely not, because let's be honest, it wasn't a very good revolver. But it worked. Issues though, and by the the late 1870s, like 1879, most guns are cartridge guns. Most guns have been converted to cartridges at this point. Percussion guns still work, but percussion era has been over for a very long time at this point, almost 7 years. And of course, you didn't even have to buy a new cartridge gun to be in the cartridge era. Like, all you had to do was just have a good gunsmith, and you could get an old percussion gun rechambered and in these new cartridges. Like, you could take a Colt Navy and get it chambered and rechambered in 38 long Colt, and you would have a perfectly acceptable, viable self-defense option, and it would cost you a fraction of the cost of like a brand new, shiny gold or shiny brand new revolver from Colt. So that's going to be one of the options. You can buy either surplus. You can. There's going to be a surplus market. You can buy like old surplus cap and ball revolvers, and you can convert them to cartridge guns for a lot cheaper. Or you could just buy like the cartridge conversion right away. And either way, it'll still be cheaper than buying a brand new Colt revolver. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 Okay, why are you still in my head? Get out of my head! Get out of my head! I forget how that meme goes. Okay, yeah, it can be bumped down just a tad. Nope, just a tad more. Yep, right there. Bones. Oh, it's Ravlik. Hello. Just a heads up, Ravlik, I hate you. You put the most cursed things into my feed, and then they my eyes. I do not wish to see them, but you put them there. Why do you do that? It hurts me. I don't even know if Ravlik's listening anymore. It could be just someone else. Hello, whoever's watching. Welcome to Insanity. Well, there. Bump that over. Wow, that's short. We're gonna kick this over about to. We're gonna duplicate that, and we're gonna make some more windows. Yay, Windows! Oh, I just hit Microsoft. I don't care, Microsoft Store. I'm not buying anything. Stop buying me. For those who've joined me late on, so far tonight, I have completed the sheriff's office. Actually, hold up. Let me model. Bada bing, bada boom. and I'm currently working on a business house for the Holtz, or a business and carriage replace or mechanic place for repair shop for the ore carts. And I probably have 3 or 4 more buildings to go before I can call it quits. So yeah, not fun, but hey, I said I was gonna go until I drop, or until I get an angry call asking where I am. It's about even there. We just gotta line this up properly, because you can never, ever get these things to rotate perfect. Right there. It's close enough. Who cares if it's a little crooked? Evidently I do, because I changed it. If you guys have any questions about anything or any comments, just I read chat occasionally. So if you want to hear lore about, or what lore I've got so far on Gunsmoke, I'm okay sharing it. I'm okay sharing ideas if you want to hear them as well. If you have any comments on anything, like, hey, that looks ugly, or that's nice, I think you should keep it like that, don't change the color, just let me know. This is actually my first, like, I've done streams before, but this is actually the only stream I've ever done that people have actually sat down and watched, it seems. Probably doesn't help that I don't, and I'm a nasally voiced sack of shit. So I understand why people don't really like listening to my stuff. Also, this is pretty boring. This isn't a fun video game. Hopefully someday it's going to be a fun video game, but it's not one now. Duplicate. I did duplicate it, right? Okay, I did. Good. But I thought I duplicated the duplicate. That would have not been good. Yeah, I'm thinking of including. I have this really cool idea for a very, very rare animal. Since this does take place in Colorado, I'm thinking about having like bighorn sheep as one of the animals you can hunt, but they're only going to be in the Pacific Mountains, and there's only going to be a couple of them. They're going to be a very rare spawning animal, but if you can kill it and successful with its hide, you can earn a lot of money. That's the idea for it. What in the world? Why is my computer so janky? Got some Milos. Some Milo sweet tea. Honestly, it's actually comparable to Arizona, which I never thought I'd hear myself say, but it is comparable to Arizona. It's actually better in some ways. I kind of like it better in some ways. Mr. Arizona, please don't murder me. I mean, I'm not going to quit Arizona because Arizona's good. But there's some, I guess it's just because it's refrigerated sweet tea. Gonna move that out of the way. Nope, not that. Don't do that. So what are these? Where is... Oh. Do you have... I'm going to copy that because I can't see what I'm doing and I need a light source. Actually, mine duplicates. The Lord said, "Let there be light." What next? Okay, we're gonna need support beams for the wonderful stuff. Duplicate, drop down, coloration, same, material, the same. Actually, no, we're gonna go with that. Actually, no, we're gonna, but we're gonna. Why is it that color? It needs to be that color. This is not meant to be pretty. This is the work part. The veneer and all that stuff's gonna be out in the. My friend is very strange. Text the friend group and go, "Hey, I'm live. You guys should come watch my." What do you mean you're alive? Like, do you know how to read? Love that man. Don't have many friends, but just glad he's not. Actually, I don't think we need double doors. Double doors are stupid, or at least in this scenario. All we need is one door right there. And got to figure out the barn doors. Somber, anchor it. We're going to go with color. Actually, we're going to want to go with that. I think a dark color to show like it's live timber or live edge. Oh, fancy! You got a live edge board. Oh, you got edge boards. No, those are just trees. I didn't have the time to go and make them into boards. Screw them up. It looks okay. It needs. I'm not sure duration, but it's okay, I guess. I think I might have to flat. Actually, no. I think the land looks pretty flat, so I don't need to change that other than back in here. I should throw one of the cards down there just because I do that sometimes. Let me just. I think it's here. Yeah, it's here. Some Nimrod pushed a mining cart off the top of the mountain. Yeah, I put stuff like that, like wrecks and stuff, to show like, hey, yeah, this is how this thing works. People dump things if they don't. Why are there just cacti? There's just cacti out here. I don't know why there's cactus out there, but there is. For some strange, nefarious reason, probably. Hello, friend. This is my friend, my bestie. Now the thing is, how am I gonna make this like a barn? It's gonna be difficult, actually. I don't know if they had sliding doors back in, like sliding barn doors. I've worked with a couple barn doors, and honestly, I think they're superior to regular folding barn doors. But both do have their bonuses. But I'll have to see. I think I'll go with the sliding door because that probably will look the best, honestly. Also, I'm going to have to completely change that light source because that is way too bright. Like, it doesn't look that bright, but it's simply too bright to be a single source of light. It'll blind players. Actually, now that I think about it, that would be funny. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, like what I'm doing or what anything this about any of this, just ask me. I'd like to explain some more, but I don't really know where to start without someone asking questions. Yeah, about there, or height, will work. Pull that over here. That hurts. I could show you guys the skull cave. I'm going to show you guys the skull cave now. So much for staying on track, but hey, it's the skull cave. Who doesn't want to see the skull cave? That's not the skull cave. That's just a random cave that's out here. This is a barn. I actually built all of this myself. Built this house. It's a little cozy house. And I built this barn, and I'm really proud of this barn. It's a really nice barn. I built the chicken coop. Actually, one of the secret things is in here. It's a massive chicken. I didn't make the chickens, but I made the chicken coop. But down in here, we got the skull cave. Because why not? That's just randomly in this giant network of caves out here. Yeah, I handcrafted every single one of these mountains. If only I had spent, if only I had put much time into actually learning how to code and model as I did messing around with terrain editor, I would have this thing in the bag. But nope, I got a really cool and interesting map, but nothing, or basically nothing in the way of assets. But the town is coming together. It just needs a lot more houses. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ah, thanks, man. Hey Gunner, have you been able to play any Red Dead Redemption? Like at all? It means a lot to me. Have you played any Red Dead Redemption 2 at all? Like you had some issues, like actually no, I think I gotta put swing doors on this. Yeah, I know school's important. School's not that important, man. I know school's important. Oh man, I got that. I got you that game like all the way back in when was it? Like July. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you're paying for it? Oh, your classes probably. I got confused and I was like, are you saying you're paying for the game? That doesn't make any sense. I bought the disc. I bought the disc. Why are you paying for it? You got the game. It's like, wait, no, he's probably talking about school because that makes sense if you think about it for 3 seconds. Of course, I don't think about it because my brain is juice. My brain is thinly congealed juice. Yeah, this game I've been working on for a long time. It ain't no Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's something. It's cold. It's cold. No, I've been good. I've been good. A lot of my, you know how that goes. A lot of running around. Drop that right there. Throw this over. We're gonna hook this over into what is this? What, smooth plastic? Um, we're gonna have to do smooth plastic because I'm gonna be honest. The metal in this game in Roblox Studio doesn't look that good, and smooth plastic actually looks more realistic. Metal, like for the guns I've had, the guns that I've worked on a little bit, it seems that smooth plastic looks a lot better. So it could be off, but I'd have to say at least, actually probably all of the Wild West games on Roblox are already spin-offs of the Red Dead Redemption series. Or at least inspired, because you got, actually I think it's three games now that are created after the launch of Red Dead Redemption. Now, I'm not saying like 3 years after the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm talking the year of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption was 2018. It's, yeah, October 26, 2018. And Pax Americana created November 2018. And then Westbound 2018. That's before Red Dead Redemption 2. That's little less than like 15 days. Like 15 days, half a month before Red Dead was released. And then the Wild West, 9/5/2018. But the Wild West is definitely inspired by Red Dead Redemption 2. Like in game, they have a grave dedicated to Arthur Morgan, I believe. Yeah, they do have a grave dedicated to Arthur Morgan. They got one of the houses from Red Dead Redemption, and stylistically, it's very much modeled after Red Dead Redemption 2. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just, I don't want to make another Red Dead Redemption spinoff. I want to make my own thing. Like, what do you mean a real one? That lighting is too bright. It's duplicate, move. There we go. Oh, yes, they're paying homage, but it's very clearly inspired by Red Dead Redemption 2. No, they have an in-game grave. They have a little tombstone with flowers and rocks on it, and I believe it's marked A. Morgan as a homage to Arthur Morgan. And one, I guess, that I have in my favor is I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2. So I don't really know what it's like. I don't know how it is. So it's, in that way, I'm not able to be duplicate. Why did you do that? And that way I'm not I'm not intentionally creating basically a spin-off. I'm creating my own thing. But of course, a spin-off of the games that are a spin-off of Red Dead Redemption. So, hey man, I don't own an Xbox. I don't own a PlayStation. I've never really played console. And I don't know if he's listening, but I want to play it. I want to play it, but I can't because I don't have the technology to. And honestly, it would probably get taken away by my parents for being like demonic or something. Or they would take it away because I would spend so much time playing it that they're like, nope, you're not allowed to play that anymore. Nope, no Bruno. Because I would play it a lot. I would play it way too often. That's one of my things. If there's a video game I like, I'll play it too much. That's not very good, especially when it starts cutting into my sleeps, my hours of sleep. Okay. So we gotta cut down on the doors like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very limited by technology. I'm doing this on a computer that I've had for years, I think now. Wait, no. Uh, I think I got this computer in the spring of 22. Either spring of 21 or spring of 22. And it's now almost 2025. If I could show you a picture of how bad this laptop is, you would be blown away. It's falling apart. The fan doesn't work on it half the time. I have to run a separate fan, like a cooling fan, not a cooling fan. Yeah, like a cooling fan, but like a desk fan, like something you would get on a hot day and put in your room. I have to run that sometimes to get this computer to actually cool down. Like this thing is a hunk of junk. And when this thing I'm not financially in the place to replace I'm not financially able to replace it. So when this thing goes kaput, I'm over for me. It's over. It'll be so over. That day I'm gonna, but that day might be soon. Who knows? Actually, this is pretty fun. This is my first. Yeah, this is my first, like, first actual stream that people showed up and actually listened to. It's nice. Like I'm actually getting work. I get. I mean, I have gotten distracted plenty enough. 2 hours in, 2 hours in, a building and a half in. Okay, we're going to delete the retina burner now. We do not need that, and simply just go and borrow another lamp and not make it as bright this time. Duplicate. Yeah, this is the gun store. It's most of the stuff in here is placeholders. Let me slap that down. But here we got we got a placeholder NPC, some placeholder guns. I definitely need to redo them. If you, these are they would work if I actually went and coded them and did them right. They would work, and they are a very basic representation of the actual guns, but they're just really clunky. Like, look at these Smith and Wesson Model 3s. Like, ugh, disgusting, horrid. I mean, it would work. It would work. Don't get me wrong, that would work. All right, next. So, I guess I'm gonna have to hang up soon. But first, let's look at the cartridges. That's 4570 cartridge. I think I have some open boxes out here. No, I maybe no. There's no open cartridge boxes other than that. Huh. Strange. I probably did it so it wouldn't lag so bad, but yeah, there's a bunch of different Spencer cartridges, 45 Colt, 38 caliber Colt revolvers, 12 gauge, 4570, box of shotgun shells, the seller's coach gun, or the seller's full length shotgun to blast any evildoer away. Yeah, but I gotta go. So I'm gonna dump this up here. I might be able to come hang out, but I got a thing in the afternoon, but afterwards I might be free. I'll let you know. But, well, that's all, folks.